Good afternoon, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carl Pascal, joined alongside me my wonderful co-host, Trey Wright, as we are here for the JPL Pro Division Championship game. The number one team, Lab Elite Hockey, faces off against the number two team, XHockey Products, here in the final. We had the club division final for the JPL just a little bit ago. Joker Ammerman beating Team Tyro Bar 7-4 to win the first ever club division championship.
Yeah, an absolute barn burner of a game there with Joker Ammerman taking the cup for the club division. But it all comes down to this, the final game of the JPL calendar between number one, Team Lab Elite Hockey coming to this game 5-1-0-1, the number one ranked team in the Pro Division, and then taking on them, number two ranked Team XHockey Products, XHP, 4-3 on the year. The final game of what has been an incredible sophomore season for this league, Carollo.
Yes, it's been an awesome, awesome year for the JPL. And before we get kicked off here as the seconds wane down of the warm-up, just want to say thank you all for tuning into these streams. We really, really appreciate all of the support throughout this year for us here in the broadcast booth here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting and for the Jersey Pro League. It has been a blast calling these games, both for myself for most of this season and Trey joining me for the playoffs. It has been fantastic, and we really, really appreciate all of the support. Now, getting ready for tonight's game, looking at the goaltending matchup, Ryan Kenny versus CJ Hapward. A very, very good matchup in net tonight.
Yeah, we saw Kenny in that first game against Team Chima really be the dominant force in Lab, winning that game over Team Chima, the first game of the playoffs. And then CJ Hapward, what can you not say about this guy in that game against 43 Oak back on Thursday? Several incredible saves out of the Team XHP netminder. So both of these guys doing incredible jobs. Hapward, the senior from Colby College, and then Ryan Kenny, the Reading Royals ECHL netminder. It's going to be a great goaltending matchup, and it's going to be a great matchup of offensive firepower here today.
As we get set for the opening puck drop here, Burns versus Whalen in the circle, and we're off. Lab win the puck back. They play this one around, get it back to the defender, cross into the neutral zone. Across the blue line, Lab, fire that one in on goal quickly, and Hapward is going to hold that one for a quick stoppage.
Quick first shot there on goal for Lab. John Campimesi with the inaugural shot. Hapward passes his first test of the day, and like we saw, there's a bit of a disparage between the Pro Division and the Club Division. The Pro Division, the action is much faster. The shots are a lot harder. There's a reason they call it the Pro Division, because it looks more like pro hockey.
Whalen the other way, lays that one off into the zone. Les fires that one in on goal, and Kenny gets that one almost in the same spot.
Back-to-back sharp angle.
That Hapward made his.
Back-to-back sharp angle shots.
Changes for both teams here. Only about 35 seconds gone from this game so far. Puck comes careening out of the zone. Cool with it now for XHP. Sends a long pass up the ice over to Sordillo now. Sordillo fires a shot. It goes wide right. Ivan Chinch keeps it in at the blue line. Back down low. Sordillo was there. Got to stick to it, but it comes away to Lab. Kept in the zone now. Driving to the net. They fire. Making the save as Kenny gets the second one as well.
Sordillo had a great chance on the doorstep trying to backhand the loose change home, and that almost went into the net. I think that was an inch away from hitting the crossbar, but Kenny, a great job by the Reading Royal goaltender keeping that out as the puck deflects into the netting on the opposite end of the ice.
Yeah, a great save there from Kenny. Did a good job to keep this from being a quick 1-0 lead for XHP as we set up for a draw to the left of Hapward. XHP win it back to Les. Les weighs his options, plays it across to Josvek. Josvek into the zone. Tried to play it through to his teammate, couldn't do so. Now in the corner. Blocked by Spitzenagel, back the other way now. McKinsley rushing, plays it to Spitzenagel. Up to McKinsley, has Spitzenagel crashing over to the other side, trying to get it in. Hapward there, puck still loose in the crease, goes by Spitzenagel, now taken away by Josvek. In the corner, bouncing puck, Spitzenagel gloves it down, Les comes in to try and get it away. Router on it now, collects it for XHP. Skates it out, plays a pass into center ice, breaking out through his XHP, and on the breakaway, saved by Kenny with the blocker. XHP still in the zone, looking to drive to the net. That one goes wide on the shot right in front. Lab with it again. In the neutral zone. Across the blue line now on their own. Try to play to Burns on the other side. Bouncing puck goes off his skate and out of the zone. Whalen the other way. Whalen has Les with him. Tried to feed it to him, couldn't find it as it was caught in his skates. Back the other way, Lab. 2-on-2. Postma to Burns. Burns with it, walks in, fires, takes a shot, and it goes deflected into the netting for a stoppage.
I think that deflected off of Hapward's paddle over there, up into the netting. Great chances on both ends of the rink for both teams. So we've only a little over 3 or 2.5 minutes in this contest already, and it's already been an exciting one so far. Large, loud, long angle shot there. Couldn't tell who that was, but it was a Lab player, and you could hear it all the way from here in the broadcast booth.
Postma on it now. Trying to get by Cool, fires a shot. Chipped over the bar. Still in the corner for Lab. They try and wrap it around. Cool is there. Picks it up for XHP, up to Sordillo now. Sordillo into the zone. Looking, sharp angle shot, saved by Kenny. Goes loose to Cool, fires. That one goes over the bar. I think Kenny might have gotten a piece of that one. Nearly taken away by Whalen. He did take it away. Whalen walks and fires. It goes wide. Cool able to keep it in. Has Whalen on the other side looking to go back to Cool in front. That one getting knocked away. Bouncing puck right at the Lab bench. Chiampinosi able to tip it forward. Nice little move. Goes through the legs of the XHP player. Trying to chip it around. That was Koff. Can't do so. 2-on-1 back the other way. Broken up by Lab. Koff on it again. Koff to Lindenworth. Lindenworth tried to find Koff. Those two were deadly in the first game for Lab. Back the other way. 2-on-1. Josvek with it. Looks to shoot. Fed it across. Big save by Kenny with the pads.
The biggest save of the afternoon so far for Ryan Kenny. A beautiful save there, and a quick shot there from Brown for Lab on the other end of the ice. Overshoots the 4x6 by about 4 feet, and a puck dribbles out of the zone. The Lab players have to tag up.
Rubin with it. Opts to dump that one in. Hapward comes out to play it. Router with it across to Les. Les crosses the blue line, skates in, tries to dart through a few players, gets past McKinsley. Rubin there to pin him up. Whalen with it, has Ivancic on the other side. He was waiting, but Les walks in, fires, saved. Kenny got the initial shot. Whalen tried to send it back to Les. Les on it, cycles it around, trying to get it to Ivancic. He does. Ivancic with it, plays it through, gets picked off by McKinsley. Back the other way they go. Spitzenagel with it at center ice. Into the zone, bouncing puck, broken up by the defense. Looking to spring Whalen. He's able to get to the puck. Whalen with it, fires a quick shot. Kenny got enough of it as it redirected into the near side corner. Whalen up to Cool. Cool tries to walk into the zone. He does on the backhand. Kenny makes the save and sticks it away up to the top of the circle. Not poked out, though, as it's kept in by XHP. Cycled all the way around. Whalen trying to get there first and keep it in. Not able to do so as it's taken out of the zone by Lab. Lab across the blue line, looking for options. Cool with a nice poke check there to get that puck away. Tries to get it to Sordillo. He does. Sordillo nearly had it there. No icing on the play. Got deflected off of a stick as Postma goes back to get it. Lab looking for options again. They get it up ice into the neutral zone, taken away by Cool. Sends it back to Sordillo. Sordillo across, had it blocked as Burns goes down to get it behind his goaltender. Under 10 minutes to go here in this first period. Burns with it. Walks in, tries to go around Router. He does, and Hapward makes the save and covers up with the glove.
Again, good chances on both ends of the ice, but I'm loving that offensive sustaining pressure that XHP has got on Lab right now. They were buzzing several times in the zone, lasting for about a couple shifts time. XHP really showing that offensive firepower that they've got. The Lab and Ryan Kenny has been keeping his team in this game so far. We are still scoreless with 9:30 to go.
Keon Pinosi with it into the zone, has Burns on the opposite side, fires one, and Hapward makes the save. Bouncing puck goes to Les, now over to Router. Router with it to Les. Skates by Burns into the zone, lays it off, looking for options. Les was looking to get it back for a redirect, but cycling around is XHP. Dancing through, try to get the shot off, its block, goes to Ivan Chinch. That one deflected. Josvek fires a shot. It goes wide. At the point, Ivan Chinch there, feeds it across to Les. Les plays it down low, crosses up with a teammate. They lay it back, XHP. Darting around the zone right now, looking to get a shot off, but some good defense by Lab, not allowing them to find a lane. Campinosi tries to get the puck back, can't do so. Still in by XHP, dancing or circles around Lab right now. Try to break into the slot. Broken up. Josvek there to try and get it back, though. Bouncing puck at the point as Josvek shows a shot on Burns. Big push there from Josvek as people collide at the top of the circle. Now taken away by Postma. Postma with it through center ice. Across the blue line, tries to get through a defender. Less able to defend it well. Plays it to Whalen. Whalen with speed across the blue line. Says it in front. Shovel shot on the backhand. Saved by Kenny.
Again, XHP putting some heavy artillery fire on the Lab goaltender of Ryan Kenny. But he has held his own so far. We remain scoreless, but XHP has definitely been the most dominant force here so far in this game. Not to say Lab hasn't had their moments, but they're definitely having a tough time getting it out of their own zone. And a turnover there by Lab is going to give XHP the back now. Is scramble for it. No clear possession in the neutral zone. Whalen looking for reinforcements.
Router across to Cool. Cool couldn't handle the puck as it's played the other way. Lindenworth to Koff. Koff with it. Walks in, fires a shot, deflects off the stick of Router, and goes out of play. Shots 8-5 right now, but like you said, Trey, still deadlocked at 0.
Yeah, and I don't think the Lab has been able to get a clear shot on net, a clear shot on Hapward just yet. They trail in the shots 11-7 now, actually. Ruben with it now. Lost for a second, had to regain as Whalen was to him. Lindenworth gets it over to Ruben. Excuse me, no, that's now Ruben. Ruben's over there. Trickles past Cool. One of the Lab players looking for possession is back in possession of Cool. Koff will play it over to his Lab teammate. Ruben on his right, Koff on his left. Fires on, deflects off of a skate, and it's back in possession of XHP. Whalen. Up the right side, he shoots, looking for the rebound, couldn't get any mustard on it, and it's over to Lindenworth. Lindenworth with Kopp on his right, skating north 2-on-2, back the other end. Here it comes. Lab fires a shot, rebounds off of Hapward's pads, and it's back into the corner. Here comes Serdillo with it, with Josvek. Serdillo walks in, shoots, couldn't get anything as it was blocked in front, and it comes to Josvek. Josvek dances with it. Alexa give it to his XHP teammate, and Serdillo right in front, still trying to get it. Ryan Kenny not letting anything go through, and it's back to Spitznagel. What a sequence there from XHP, and they have another chance as Router trying to get in front, but Lab's goaltender has been stout so far in this first period.
Yeah, Kenny doing an excellent job of shutting the door on XHP, has played great so far. Had a lot of chances as that one right in front goes by Hapward. Sordillo with it to Cool. Cool has Josvek. One-on-one foot race back. Cool trying to get loose and be an option for Josvek. Couldn't do so. Josvek was looking for Cool. That one in front, and they score! What a pass from Josvek across. And XHP are able to finish and make it 1-0.
A beautiful chance in front. They finally are able to solve goaltender Ryan Kenny. Taking a look at the New Jersey Lottery low-budget replay. Remember, anything can happen in the Jersey Pro League. What a shot right there, and a great job from John Cool acting as a pick, distracting the player in that bumper position. It's 1-0 early in favor of XHP.
And what a pass there from Josvek. That backhanded saucer pass across into the slot. An excellent, excellent play. Back the other way now. XHP into the zone again. Pass fed across, knocked down by Burns, but it's kept in the zone. No offsides, the referee says, trying to get to the middle. Cam Pinosi does a good job on the back check. Still in the zone, though. XHP with it, dancing around behind the net, trying to move the puck somewhere else. Still in the corner. XHP trying to get through, but it's taken back by Lab. They feed it across to Burns. Burns gets hemmed up by XHP, playing it around. Now to Postma. Postma getting pressured by Router, goes to Ruben. Ruben looks up, skates in, but it's going to be called for offside as Lab were just over the line.
Just barely offsides there as Lab trying to get at least a decent chance on Hapward. They've had maybe one or two of those halfway decent chances, but they have not had a grade A opportunity to sail one past the XHP goaltender.
Kenny plays that one away. Whalen pressuring as it's sent around to Ruben. To Lindenworth. Lindenworth, nice stop and start there to move that puck over to the other side of the ice. Up to Lindenworth. He's in again. Lindenworth trying to get by Les, couldn't do so. He lays it back, looking for a pass back, but finally gets the puck up to the point. Ruben wasn't ready. Or excuse me, that was Koff who was there who wasn't ready for it, as we're under 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Koff with it. Across center ice, Opster just chipped that one in onto Hapward, who's going to play it into the corner. At the point, kept in by Lab, looking for some sustained pressure here to tie this thing up. Ruben down low to Lindenworth. Lindenworth to Koff, but couldn't find the pass as Whalen was there on the back check to break it up. Josvek able to get it out of the zone. Ruben on it now, lays it over. Into the zone. Lab nearly got through the defense, but it was broken up. Nearly took the sharp angle shot there. That one goes off Koff's skate. Looking for Josvek on the breakaway pass. That one going to go too far as Kenny comes out to play it. Looking for options. Router right up the gut. Tries to cut through. Gets the shot off. Saved by Kenny. Played out of the zone. Koff is there. Couldn't do anything with it as Josvek took it away. Still with the puck. Opts to play it back to Cool. Taken away by McKinsley. McKinsley walks in all alone, fires, misfired on the shot, tried to take it around, but lost the puck a second time.
Two straight fans on the shot there from McKinsley. Thought the biscuit was a little too cold and decided to fan on the shot. Now XHP trying to drive it into the zone. Les with a one-time blast from the Ovechkin slot, but it's swept away by Kenny. And McKinsley up the other way. Great chance there from Les, and Lab is going to be called offsides. None of the players agree with that call, but the linesman calling them offsides, and they'll have to take a neutral zone face-off.
Shots still 11-7. I think those have changed by now, but
dramatically, I think so.
We'll have to get some updated shot totals for you in a little bit, potentially at the end of the period, as that face-off won back by XHP. Les with it in the corner, up to Ivan Chinch. Ivan Chinch back to Les. Back to Ivan Chinch. They play catch. Has Sordillo on his left. Opts to stay to the right side. Skates into the zone. Gets it back to Les at the point, looking for Sordillo. Sordillo doesn't have an option. Tried to feed a backhanded pass across, but it was broken up. Back the other way. Lab lay it off. They look to take the shot, but it's broken up by the D-core. Spitzenagel with it. Had it taken away. XHP back the other way. Breakaway if they can hurry. They have Sordillo with them. Looking. Trying to play it back to Sordillo, but it's taken back. Spitzenagel with it. Up to Burns. Burns blows by Cool. Fires a shot on Hapward. Makes the save. The speed of Burns there on that play nearly tied the game up.
And that was Lab's first quality chance of this game so far with a $1:35 to go in this opening frame. And you said it, Carollo. Burns has got the speed of Miles Wood right here. And what a chance in front, but an even better save there from Hapward. Still 1-0 here in the dwindling moments of the first period.
Lab take it back. Burns again on it. One-on-one with Cool as Whalen finally gets back. Burns gets tripped up. No call on the play, or there is one actually.
Delayed penalty.
Delayed penalty. Lab will have a penalty shot opportunity here. Still with the puck, so no whistle yet. They lay it back. Cam Pinosi with it. Lays it back for Burns. Burns into the zone, goes by Cool. Tried to dance through his Cool. Pokes that one and will have the penalty shot, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Burns taking it.
I believe so as well. I think he got hooked there by one of the XHP players. Burns with a great opportunity to try and tie this game up with under a minute to go in the opening frame.
And it will be Burns. Picks it up, stays to the right side. Burns still with it, back in the middle, fires, and he scores! Rips it past the blocker's side of Hapward, ties it up at 1.
What a beautiful, beautiful chance there in front from Burns. Taking a look at the replay here.
The Maryhurst University defenseman, the captain of his team for Lab, gets it done and ties this thing up with under a minute to go here in the period. Back the other way, Whalen with it across, got the shot off, and it careens in onto Kenny, who's going to cover up.
And he had Josvek wide open on the other end of the cage, just unable to get that seam pass to work. But it'll be a face-off to the left-hand side of Ryan Kenny. It's controlled in front by XHP.
Over to Ivan Chinch as Kenny makes the save, goes up off the high glass. Back the other way. Koff with it. Gets checked against the boards by Les. Good job by him to get the puck back. Whalen with speed through the neutral zone. Pulls up, tries to go by Ruben. Fires a shot into the slot, but no one was home for XHP. Down to the final 15 seconds of this first period. Ruben puts one wide. Lindenworth able to keep it in. Lindenworth with it, has it taken away by Josvek to Les. Les, final 5 seconds, he's just going to let this thing expire. And that will do it for the first period of play. So after one period, we stand tied at 1 between Lab Elite Hockey and XHockey Products.
Very fast-moving period here, an electric period so far. 32 minutes to go with 16 minutes down the first frame, and we are in for one heck of a show, ladies and gentlemen. These two teams are playing fast, they're playing hard. Both goaltenders making some incredible saves, and we're knotted up at 1 apiece here in the JPL Pro Division Finals.
But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break, and when we come back, we will have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. After one period of play, we sit tied at 1-1 between Lab Elite Hockey and XHockey Products. Lab, the number 1 team, XHockey Products, the number 2. Here for the second period. Shots 22-16 in favor of Lab Elite Hockey. Lab with it now. Up to Koff. Koff darts across the blue line, pulls up just above the circle, tried to feed it through in front, but it was broken up by Les. Les with it. Nice backhanded pass across, looking for options. They play it up ice. They lay it back for Les again. Les puts one in, and that one goes wide on the redirects. Great opportunity there as it's taken away by Lab. Lab across the blue line. Lindenworth there. Les on the back check. Able to take it away and turn it around. XHP with it again. Across the blue line, have a Router on the other side. They're going to reset here. Router with it. Plays it to his D partner. Looking for options. Goes back to Router. Router lays it up ice. XHP into the zone. Sordillo comes on. They feed it across for Cool. Not able to handle the bouncing puck. Cool with it. Down low. Taken away by Campinosi. Fired up to Spitzenagel. Over to McKinsley. Across the blue line. Lays it for Campinosi. Looking for Spitzenagel on the backdoor pass. Saved by Hapward as it bounces wide. Big opportunity for Lab to get the lead here. Cool with it. Pass across. Looking for the stretch. Pass up to Sordillo. He finds him. Sordillo. Power move to the net. Saved by Kenny. Tries to play it quickly. He does. McKinsley with it. Over to the other side. Lab. Across the blue line. Try to get by Cool. They do. Looking. Wrapping all the way around. Had Spitzenagel in the middle but couldn't find him. Have Ruben at the point. They cross up. Ruben with it now. Keeps it in at the blue line. Ruben crosses with Spitzenagel. Fires a sharp angle shot. Saved by Hapward. Ruben still trying to get it back but can't do so. Long stretch pass for Josvek. Back the other way. Josvek with it. Has Burns converge onto him. Josvek wraps it all the way around. Has Les on the other side. Tried for the wraparound tuck, but it's saved by Kenny.
Beautiful save in front there as XHP continues to hammer on the door of Ryan Kenny. They're still behind in the shots, 20-16. The Lab has not had any quality chances aside from those two shots from Mickey Burns back in the first period. One of those, the game-tying penalty shot. And speaking of the devil, Burns skates up north of the ice. Up the ice, he's trying to get it. Burns with a backhanded chance that trickles through the crease.
Great opportunity there for him. Almost got his second and gave his team the lead as Josvek with it now. Plays it to Router on the other side. Long pass up to Whalen. Whalen with it one-on-one. Fires a shot off the blocker and stick of Kenny, and it goes out of play.
There's a reason Whalen and Router lead this team in points. Their speed, their size, and their might has just been a huge factor to where XHP has been this season. Face off to the left-hand side of Ryan Kenny.
And don't forget, XHP were last year's champions for the Jersey Pro League, looking to repeat here tonight, or I should say this afternoon. XHP with it. Nice little cutback move. Lay it back for Whalen. Whalen dancing around, tries to get by Burns, lays it down low into the corner. Wrapping around the zone. Has Les at the point, plays it back down to Whalen. Whalen looking for Les on the tip. It goes wide. Great opportunity there, but just couldn't put it to the net. As Whalen and Postma collide, they go down together. Puck still in play. Looking to dart into the net, and that one saved by Hapward with the shoulder.
Oh, Lord.
Big opportunity there for Lab as they nearly caught XHP sleeping. Thought the play was dead.
We saw that in the last game between Tyrabar and
Joker Ammerman.
Yeah, Joker
yes.
Ammerman. Thank you for jogging my memory.
And
the goaltender John Fox thought that the play was dead.
Yes,
And then that Joker Ammerman really taking that to their using that to their advantage, scoring. I think that was what was ultimately the game-winning goal.
I think so. I think you're correct on that. As back the other way, Koff with it, has Lindenworth looking for him on the other side. Koff fires, rebound there, saved by Hapward with the stick. Oh my goodness, CJ Hapward. Back the other way now, Les with it. Tries to feed it through, no one there for XHP as it's taken back by Ruben. He plays it out. Lindenworth with it now. Lindenworth, one-on-one with Cool, crosses up, tried to lay it back. Koff walks right in on the rebound, fires onto Hapward, who makes the save again. At the point, fired. That one kicked aside by Hapward. Lindenworth trying to get the puck back and keep this thing in. A lot of sustained pressure here from Lab. Ivanchich finally able to get it back. We'll have to take a look at that save at some point from Hapward because my, oh my, was that a beauty. Sardillo across the Cool. He scores! Wired that one bar down.
What a sequence on both ends of the ice. Hapward with the save on the top of the paddle, and then John Cool with the blast on the other end of the rink as we take a look at the replay. Cool with a beautiful left-handed wrist shot. Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. XHP back on top.
A great, great shot there from Cool. Back the other way, Cool's on it again. Tried to get it to Josvek, bouncing puck, bobbling away as Cool tried to glove it down. Josvek the other way. One-on-one, McKinsley trying to get back, able to poke the puck away on the back check. Somebody lost a stick. I think that's Josvek as he kicks it forward. Nearly got it back away from McKinsley without a stick as that one's blocked down by Router. Router plays it back, finally gets it back again over to the other side. Campinosi tries to feed McKinsley, has to turn away from Router. Nice pass across. Campinosi with it, fires, saved by Hapward. Spitzenagel was wide open on the other side, but Campinosi couldn't find him as he opted for the shot, and Hapward with another good save.
Hapward has been on fire so far. Like we said, the save with the paddle really setting up that possession that led to the game leading goal there. The go-ahead goal is what I'm trying to say for XHP. They come back the other way. Whalen with a bit of a clear area gets blocked off the blocker there by Kenny. Right in front, XHP couldn't corral the puck, and it's taken away with an odd man rush by Lab. Lab over to Burns. Burns looking for a second out of the game. What a save in front by CJ Hapward. And Whalen trying to respond with another goal. Try to go for the short side angle shot. Couldn't make it work. Burns over to Postma. Postma looking for options. He's got Burns over on his left. Postma takes it in himself. Burns right behind him. Postma darts around the cage. Will take it over. Gets it over to Lab. Lab skating with it now, trying to tie this game with 9:40 to go in the middle frame. Taken over by Cool. Cool and XHP will start up. XHP takes it up. It goes up to Cool. Cool with the go-ahead goal here for XHP. Long-range shot from the Ovechkin circle. Unable to make it work. And Lindenworth, who was robbed earlier by Hapward, trying to get this game-tying goal for Lab. Cool in the zone. It's taken away back by Lab. Kopp fires the long-range shot, and it's blocked away wide. Now Sardillo with it. XHP looking to start once again. They'll start by going along the near boards. XHP with Sardillo right beside him. Weak angle shot one, a little bit of relish on that, but he's going to get it away. Sardillo right in front, couldn't get the shot off, and it's going to trickle all the way out to Hapward on the other end of the ice.
Hapward lays that one off. Less with it. Across to Ivanchich. Plays it up ice, looking for Sardillo on the streaking pass inside. Couldn't get a stick to it. Back the other way, Koff with it. Into the zone, tries to blow by Router, can't do so. Koff nearly lost it as Ivanchich was right there, sent down low into the corner. Pass turned around, was looking for Spitzenagel. Spitzenagel with an outfitted right across, was looking for Miklinski, but couldn't find him. Back across, Miklinski with it. Had it, lost it, Whalen with it now. Has Josvek on the other side. Whalen walks in, tries to find Josvek, couldn't do it. Puck at the hash marks, turned down low by XHP, looking for some options. In the corner, looking to go to the point. Over other to the far side, looking for the shot. Inaugle tried for the wraparound to tuck it, but couldn't do so. Back up to Router, taken away by Spitzenagel. Back the other way. McGlinski has Spitzenagel with him. Back across the Spitzenagel. Hapward gets the pillows there and makes the save.
Beautiful transition save there from Hapward. We've seen a lot of that today. Back on the other end. Beautiful point-blank chance in front for Router, but could not get anything on the shot. And it's back in possession of Lab. Lab transitioning back the other way. Spitzenagel over to one of his teammates. Spitzenagel right in front, and he fans on the shot. Hapward unable to get in there in time. They're saying the puck is in the net.
At least Lab did. That was McGlinski who was there. I don't know if he got that in the goal or not.
They've got a celly line going for Team Lab. But no, they're saying no goal.
We're going to take a look at it here.
Oh,
I think Hapward was on top of that.
Hapward was able to get across in time and put his left leg on top of the puck. Another highlight reel save out of the Colby College goaltender. Lab still trying to even this game up, but it's intercepted with a defensive zone turnover. Here comes XHP back the other way. A couple good dekes. What a move, but a miss.
Bouncing puck kicked out to the neutral zone. Taken away. Sent across the Burns, in all alone. That one saved by Hapward, and he's going to hold on to it. Postma with a nice feather pass up there to Burns, but Hapward shuts the door again.
CJ Hapward having such an incredible game so far. And he has been a big part of the reason his team is up 2-1 right now. 19 saves on 20 shots.
Has been very, very impressive. Ivan Chinch sent it up to the neutral zone, but it was picked off by Burns. Has Postma behind him. Burns sends it cross-ice looking for options. Fires. That one goes off the mask of Hapward. And out of play.
He's been a wall so far, and I'm surprised XHP has been able to solve Kenny twice in this matchup so far. We saw in the game back on Thursday, Kenny was lights out against Chima, saving shot after shot. I think he only let 5 in, but had an incredible save percentage in that semifinal matchup. But right now, his team is down 2-1 with 6:14 to go in this middle frame, Carollo.
And Hapward checking his mask there, making sure it's all good as he puts it back on. We resume play. That one fired in to Hapward, and he gloves it up easily. And now Lab taking the lead in shots, 31-30 with 6:10 left to go here in this second period. Puck with it in the zone. That shot gets blocked by XHP. Router with it now. Nice little dangle move to get away from Koff into the zone. Router feeds it across, was looking for Josvek. Able to keep it in, finds him. Josvek looking for Sardillo, had himself pickpocketed. Koff the other way. Into the zone. Looking around for options. Bouncing puck goes off of a skate as Sardillo gloves it down. Was looking to go to Router, but it went too far. Lindenworth with it. Crosses the blue line, has Kopp on the other side. Plays it to him. Back across in front. Hapward makes 2 pad saves.
GTLR Grand Theft Red Light from CJ Hapward. Oh my, and another incredible save on the other end by Ryan Kenny. These two netminders absolutely playing beautifully. Another great save there. Holy.
Puck now in the neutral zone, up with Koff. Less into the corner. Wastes his options over to the other side. XHP pick it up. Into the neutral zone across the blue line. Have Whalen trailing. It's poked by Spitzenagel. An XHP player went down in the corner, but Lab get it back. Spitzenagel looking. Feeds it across. McGlinski fires it wide.
He had the entire 4x6 open. You can hear him smash his stick against the board. Now back the other way, a spinorama move couldn't get quite to work for XHP. Incredible chances on both ends of the ice, and we are stunned here in the broadcast pavilion of all these incredible moves these Pro Division players are making.
That was a beautiful move. That spinorama was something else.
It's truly the finals of the Pro Division here, Carollo.
Spitzenagel with it. Low circle, cycles it around. Looking for options, but broken away by less. XHP the other way now. 2-on-1 the other way, and it's going to be called for offside as XHP was just over the line with 3:53 left to go here in the second period.
Just barely called offsides, maybe by an inch or two. But XHP still holding strong as we finally got some in-between play music here. And goal horns. The most important part of any hockey game, goal horns. You heard it here, folks.
Puck sent out of the zone. Played back by XHP to Router. He now plays it up to Josvek. Tries to lift it to Cool, bouncing puck off Postma. And that's going to be called down as it's going to be called for a hand pass from Cool to his teammate. And going back to that play there on that spinorama, nearly put, I'm not sure who that was defending for Lab, but nearly put him in a spin cycle.
I think that may have been either Ruben or Burns that got dizzy batted right there. But I'm not sure. I don't know why they called that a hand pass. I think Cool was just trying to corral the puck in from the air, trying to pass it to himself.
Either way, we continue. Lab with it, crossing up, firing it, looking to get it back, but Cool able to pick that one off. Looking to find Router on the other way. Postma there tries to get it away from him. Router able to get it, finds Cool over to the other side. Walking in, XHP tried to cut into the slot, lay it back to Cool. Cool fires, that one goes off the shaft of the stick of Kenny. Back the other way now, Lab have it picked off by Cool. Cool into the zone. Bounces through his legs, but he's able to contain it. Was looking to fire it into the slot. Burns the other way. Burns with Postma. 2-on-1 the other way. Burns with it. Fires a shot, that one off the blocker of Hapward. Postma with it across. Looking for options. They get the shot off. Saved by Hapward, and it redirects into the netting.
Lab with a couple of great opportunities in front, but Hapward staving off all of them. Again, we said this back on Thursday, and we said it in today's game. How is he making these saves? He's made some incredible saves here this afternoon in this finals game, and it's been an integral part to why his team is up 2-1 right now with 2:30 to go in this middle frame.
Ivan Chinch with it. Dances into the zone, but lost the puck as it was poked away by a defender. Lab the other way. We're looking to spring Koff, but it's going to go too far, and it's going to be called for an icing.
Well, I'd say we're in for a heck of a third period here.
Yeah, I'd say so too, Trey.
So much skill is being showcased here in this finals game. We saw a lot of the grippiness, and that is going to be a penalty there on Lab. Koff was looking for the loose change in the neutral zone, trying to go.
I think that's actually going to go on Ivan Chinch. That's going to go against Ivan Chinch and Koff.
Oh yeah, Koff is the benefactor of that. He was trying to go for that breakaway. Ivan Chinch leveled him to the ice, and Koff with a great opportunity to knot this game up late in the second period.
Stays to the right side. Goes back into the middle. Fires. Hapward makes the save with the paddle. Big save by Hapward with just over 2 minutes left to go here in this period. Big save by Hapward.
A huge period saving save right there. Koff just tried to get a little bit on it. Try to get that puck up a little bit, but now on-man rush going back the other way. Whelan with it. Try to cross it over, but couldn't get it in time. Whelan still with it. Puck caught in the skates of Cerdillo. Cerdillo with it now. Whelan on the other end. Tried to get it. And actually, that was Whelan looking for Router on the other end. But it's back in possession of Koff.
Koff,
who had the penalty shot opportunity a mere minute of game time ago, loses the puck in his own corner, and it's back for XHP, who starts off in their own zone. XHockey Products leading 2-1 here late in the second period, trying to extend the lead. It goes back. Long-range shot. I think that was Whalen who shot that from the left side. Cool looking forward in the corner. Bit of a scramble. Comes to XHP. High shot, just a foot over the bar. And it's back up to Lab.
Lab with it down low. Just about a minute left to go here in this period. Miklinski into the zone, darting through, looking, passes it right back in front, no one there. Miklinski on it again. Miklinski with it, skates back up to the blue line, opts to take it out of the zone. Reset here with 45 seconds left to go in the period. Looking for options, Spitzenagel with it. Has to pull up at the circle. Goes back down low, cycling around. They come out from behind the net, looking for options. Play to Spitzenagel. Spitzenagel walks in, takes a shot, it gets blocked, but he gets the puck back. Spitzenagel with it. Fires it across, looking for options. Campinosi fires it, goes over the bar. Miklinski there, turns it back around and puts it through the crease. Still on it, though, is Lab. Campinosi tries to drive to the net, loose puck, careens on the hapward, and he's going to cover up with 8 seconds left in the second period.
Little pushing and shoving, some extracurricular activities going on after the play, but Lab buzzing in the offensive zone right now. XHP just trying to hold on for another 8 seconds to get to this second period intermission.
Has been a very, very even game so far, and we kind of expected it to be like this. The top two teams of the Pro Division expected it to be very, very even here coming into this game, as XHP are going to keep the puck as time expires here in the second. And that will do it for the second period. So 2-1 in favor of XHP. Has been a very, very good game so far. But we're going to step aside and take a short break. When we come back, we will have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. After 2 periods of play, XHockey Products leads 2-1 over Lab Elite Hockey. Has been a very, very good game so far. Very intense, very close. Shots 39-36 in favor of a Lab, actually. As we get into this third period of action here, Postma with it in the corner. Up to Ruben now at the point. Down low to Burns. Burns walking and fed it across, but couldn't get it to his stick. Back the other way now. XHP in the zone. Have Josvek on the other side. They fire. That one goes wide and off the high glass. Burns with it. Has the lone goal for Lab. Fired it. Tried to get it to the slot, but it's broken away. Kopp with it, kept it in. Bouncing puck, corralled by Josvek. Josvek with it, lays it across too far for an XHP player. Going back down in the corner to Les. Behind his goaltender, coming out with it is Les, looking. Had Whalen, but didn't like his options and cycled back around. Les behind Hapward. Under 15 to go in this game. The final game of the JPL 2023 season, as we're going to get a whistle here for an offsides.
Stoppage here for the offsides, but like you said, the final 16 minutes of the JPL season, the entire JPL campaign, and what a season it's been. Ups and downs for both teams, and just final period to go. One more hill to climb and one more team to crown a champion.
That one goes right through the crease, sent away by Lab. Still in the zone now, taken by Sordello. Spring back the other way. Whalen in on goal, fires, save, and now it squeaks in. That snuck through Kenny. That might have been an own goal, actually.
I think it might have been. I couldn't tell who put that in from Lab.
Want to take another look at it if we can.
Taking a look. The puck careens back the other way. That was going to be an offsides for Lab either way, but here comes Whelan. Misses the initial shot. Oh, I think it just squeaked off the back end of Kenny.
Yeah, I think that hit his skate, actually, as he closed his legs. I think he hit it with his skate blade and poked it behind him and into the goal. An unfortunate bounce there, as now Lab down 3-1. Still in the zone now, poked away. Cal Pinosi goes back to get it. Gets pinned at the blue line. An XHP player lost a stick as Cool comes over to help. Taken away by Josvek, laid up for XHP. They opt to just turn this thing around and use their time here. Les with it. Plays it up to Josvek. Josvek crosses the blue line. Has Cool on the opposite side. Josvek with it. Looking for options. Plays to Cool. Cool tried to play for Router. Bouncing puck loose, still in the zone. Router pokes it away. Still bouncing around. Walking in, XHP fire. Getting the save is Kenny. Makes two great saves there to keep this a 2-goal game.
He is keeping his team in this contest, but Lab needs to produce offensively. Their only goal coming from the Mickey Burns penalty shot back in the first period, or second period rather. Now it's Router, team captain for this XHP team, moving it back the other way. Whelan trying to get in position, but it's XHP moving the biscuit up the ice. XHockey Products trying to put a shot there on Kenny, but it's taken away by Lab.
That was a nice little toe drag. Move is back the other way. Spitzenagel. Nice poke to get by a defender. Turns it around. Has McKinley there.
Didn't have a clear seam pass whatsoever on McKinsley. Tried to pass it anyway, but Lab gonna have to reset in their own zone and try again. They've still got 12:25 to go in this third period, so it's not, you don't need to have a 2-minute drill, as they're gonna be called offsides there, so a bit of a defensive miscommunication, but that was gonna be my next point. You've got to lessen on these offside calls, these defensive miscommunications, because XHP, like we saw on Thursday, their counterattack is one of the best aspects of their team, especially with that Alex and Alex combo, Router and Whelan. Put those two on a breakaway chance, and it's likely in the back of the net.
Yeah, and I don't know if the mics picked it up, but Miklinski going back to the bench, not happy with himself as he wasn't able to finish the opportunity there.
In his
Whalen,
defense,
nice little pass in front. Sorry to cut you off there, Trey. Go ahead, continue.
in his defense, McClinsky didn't have a good opportunity whatsoever. It was a bit of a weak seam pass to begin with, as a Lab player just put a backhanded on Hapward. But McClinsky, I get where the frustration's coming from, but he didn't have a good setup to begin with, so there's not a whole lot he could do. He played the cards he was dealt with. But I know, this entire Lab team has got to be frustrated right now. Down 3-1.
Back in front, Lab take that one away. Bouncing puck knocked around. Les in the corner. On the far side, turns that one back across to Ivan Chinch. Taken back by Postma. Postma darts into the zone, tried to cut through a defender, but it was broken up by Ivan Chinch. Les with it, behind his own goaltender. XHP through the neutral zone now, looking for options, they lay it off. Try to dance through. That's Josvek, lays it for Router. Router trying to cut to the net, tried to get the shot off, but it was broken up by the defense. Josvek on it again. Router tried to play back to Josvek, but it was taken back by Lab. Lab looking around, fire it to Burns. Burns has the lone goal for them so far, fires that one wide. Campinosi goes back to get it in the neutral zone for Lab Elite Hockey. Burns gets off, Lindenworth comes on, plays the puck quickly, up ice. Darting through, laying that off, Campinosi fires, it goes wide. That was Kopf with the layback pass. Nice little spin move around. Campinosi was looking for Lindenworth in the corner. Lindenworth getting pinned by Router down there. Whalen comes over to help Router, gets it back to him. Whalen with it. Whalen has Cool on the far side. Whalen tries to feed it in front. Couldn't get the shot off. Campinosi up to Kopf now. Tries to get by Les. Uses some size and speed. Tries to play to Lindenworth. Might have been offsides, but we continue.
That was going to be offsides if Lindenworth was able to touch that puck. So XHP back in possession with the biscuit. Skating up ice. Want a 1-on-3 chance. He's got Cool over against the wall. Just trying to waste a little bit of clock here. We're trying to buffer their lead. They're only up by 2 against the number 1 ranked team. Cool drops it off over to Whalen. Whalen back on the other end.
Les is going to take it out here. Try and kill off some more time and reset as Cool with it. Cool. Up to Sordillo. Lays it off for Whalen. Whalen walks in through the lane. He fires it on the backhand, and making the save is Kenny.
Just eating clock is what you've got to do if you're XHP. Although it's a mountain of time to eat. It's 9 minutes, which is, again, an eternity in the sport of ice hockey. But just continuing to put those shots on Ryan Kenny, pepper him from anywhere on the offensive zone. One of those might strike, and you've got a 3-goal advantage with time running out in this third period.
That one knocked around and careens onto Hapward. We'll get another stoppage with just under 9 minutes to go. Shots 42-39 in favor of Lab.
Yeah, we have seen some great goaltending, not only today, but this entire 3-day stretch. It barely stays on sides. Now going back the other way, Router has Sordillo behind him. It's going to be taken away there by a Lab skater. It gets over to Ruben. Ruben with Sordillo right at him. Now Sordillo is able to take it away from Ruben. Scramble for the puck near the hash marks. Lab going back the other way. 3-on-2. McClinsky all the way over to a Lab skater. Ruben trying to knock it out, and it comes back to Router. Router with a no-look pass behind in his own zone. Brings it up. XHP looking to increase the lead, and that one will go off the iron. A little baby tap on the 4x6, and it comes back the other way. Spitznagel dekes in, looking to get it in the net, but he can't get the shot off. A beautiful deke in front, but cannot get the puck in the back of the 4x6.
That was a beautiful move from Spitznagel to break on through the defense. And I think he actually got a little bit of that backhander off, but Hapward read it well that he was going to go to the backhand based on the angle he was coming from. XHP still in the zone now. Les at the point. Fakes the shot. Has to cycle back out of the zone with a lot of pressure there from Postma. Les with it again. Fires across ice. Cool jumps on. Looking for options. They turn that one around. Have to take it back out again. Play to Whalen. Whalen was waiting for Cool to get back on side as Burns comes in to try and take it away. Not able to do so as Whalen able to get it back, able to dump it in deep. 7 minutes to go here in this third period. Lab still down by 2. Postma with it now. Plays it back across to the other side. Lab looking for options. Trying to play Burns. Burns with it. Up ice, pulls up at the top of the circle, crosses with Postma, tries to send it back to him. Postma in the corner. Cool all over him. Postma with it, taken by Router now. Tried to turn it around, couldn't do so. Cool plays it across. Trying to get it back is Postma, but Cool able to control it. Now over to Router. Router with it, looking for options. Gets by a defender. That was Koff. Back the other way. Router with it. Has Cool and Whalen with him. Fed it around the goal as Cool is there. Lab able to take this one back. 3-on-3 back the other way. Trying to break through the defense. Bouncing puck as Whalen knocks that into the corner. Great job by Whalen there as Whalen gets it again. Whalen with it up ice, trying to go by Koff. They do. XHP into the zone, lost the puck. Nearly careened onto Kenny, but it's taken away. Campinosi lays it off for Koff. Koff walks in. Nice little toe drag. Tried to get the shot off, but he lost the puck. What a move there from Koff on that toe drag. Sordillo sends it out. Josvek turns it around, but gets knocked down. We continue. No penalty on the play as Campinosi picks it up.
Campinosi ran to his teammate there.
Kopp with it across. Lindenworth with it. Walks in, fires. Hapward makes the save. Loose puck still there, and Hapward jumps on top of it.
A little bit of a bobble there in center field from Hapward, but he's able to get it up on the second chance. 5:22 to go in this third period. Time running out for Lab Elite Hockey to try and get this thing tied up. They're still down by 2 goals, so you need a quick goal within the next 2 minutes, I would say. Then you can try and pull Kenny and then try get the extra attacker on and try and knot this thing up, all while preventing XHP from scoring again. So it's a tough task, especially given that you've got 5 minutes to go in the JPL season. The Lab Hockey are ranked #1 for a reason. I think they're up to the task.
Lab with it, still in the zone, spinning around, trying to get by Les. Can't do so with some good defense. Miklinski with it down low. Sends it to Rubin, fires that one over the bar.
Knuckle puck over the crossbar. Now that puck is going to come out of the zone. Now Sordillo had it, lost it, regains possession all the way over, and a beautiful pad save for Ryan Kenny. A crucial save in keeping his team in the contest.
Lab back the other way. Rubin into the zone. Fires a shot. Glove down by Werber, flashing the leather. A goaltending duel here in this one. We have reached the 100-shot marker here in this contest.
I actually think it's
the 90 shot, thank you. We both can't count. Listen, it's been a long weekend.
It has.
6 games in 3 days, plus the 2 games on Tuesday. It's been a long week for us here in the broadcast booth. Whalen fires that one, sharp angle. Kenny got the save. It bounces off the back of the net.
I thought that went in the back of the net for the second. It went on the back of the net, not the back in the net.
Rubin with it. Miklinski able to stay on side. Good job by him as Spitzenagel walks it in. Miklinski with it, fires that one, goes wide off the stick of Cool. Whalen with it again. Played up and out of the zone. Whalen on it. Bouncing puck. Whalen corrals it. Gets it back to his skate. Now to his stick. To Router. Router trying to power move to the net. He puts it wide. I think Kenny might have gotten a little bit of it as it goes into the netting. Down to 3:30 left to go in the third.
And that's the thing that is really fighting against Lab Hockey right now, is that they cannot have any offensive sustained offensive zone pressure there. They're just trying to get anything going within their own zone or within XHP zone. That puck almost redirected in front. Taken away there. Couple players from both teams as it's taken away there by Burns. Burns, the only XHP player or the only lab player to have a goal tonight, rather, had his pass intercepted right in front. Kenny is unable to get a grasp of that, but fortunately for him, it goes over the bar, and XHP will have to tag back up as it comes into the neutral zone.
XHP with it. Play it back to Router. Router up ice. Lays it for Sordillo. Sordillo back into the slot. That one saved by Kenny, and he's going to hold on to it with 2:50 left to go in the period.
Time winding down for Lab to try and get 2 red lights in order to tie this game. I'm surprised we haven't had overtime in these playoffs yet, Carollo.
Well, I'm not honestly, but we've had some very good opportunities for it. But again, we've talked about it time and time again with how fast the goals are with the JPL. Major swings and just some incredible goal changes, I would say, and efforts from teams where there's a 4 or 5 goal swing or even more, as we're going to get a timeout here from Lab. With 2:50 left to go, you need 2 goals to tie this thing up and send it to overtime, 3 to win. We have seen already in this playoffs 3 goals scored in about a minute and a half. So it is possible.
It's possible. It's not probable, but it has happened before. There is precedent for crazy things happening. Remember, anything can happen in the Jersey Pro League.
As we await the teams to come back here, before we close out the last 2:50 of this game, just want to say thank you again for tuning into these streams. It really, really means a lot to us here for Breakout Sports Broadcasting and for the Jersey Pro League. We love all the support and can't thank you all enough for all of you tuning into these games. Throughout the regular season here in the playoffs, it's been a fantastic season here at the Jersey Pro League.
And what an inaugural foray for you guys for Breakout Sports Broadcasting. You, our TD, Colton Reynolds, Scott, our cameraman. It truly takes a village here to put on these broadcasts, and it's been fantastic here so far.
Burns with this one. Kenny waiting for the signal as Lab get out of the zone. Kenny creeping towards the bench, and now he's going to go. Kenny to the bench. Burns in on goal. Tries to spin that one around. Couldn't get the shot off. Les with the puck now. Net empty for Lab. Extra skater on. Les with it. Trying to get it out. Burns, they're able to keep it in. Whalen trying to get it out too. Can't do so. Postma with it. Trying to walk down low. Couldn't do so. In the corner. Back to the point now. Lab there. Whalen not able to poke it out. Postma with it. Walks in. Down low to Burns. Misfired on the shot. In the corner. Still with it. Ruben sends it back to the point. Walking around. Lab with it. Looking to shoot. Down to Postma. Postma back up to the point. 2 minutes to go. That one down low deflects wide. Still in the zone though for Lab. Down low. Koff with it. Back up to the point. Over to the other side. Lab looking for options. Go to Burns in the corner. Burns back to Postma in front. Hapward jumps right on top of it.
Going Dominic Hasek level of goaltending, just pouncing from his net. I believe he tapped the A button there to just fall on top of the net, or the puck rather. Hapward has been lights out between the pipes. It's just something about goaltending in these playoffs has been the make or break difference between who's going to win and who is going to lose. And CJ Hapward.
And that's taken away by Whalen. Whalen racing to the puck for the empty net goal and just tucks it right in. Potentially the dagger to end the season for Lab.
That most likely will be the dagger as we take a look at the instant replay. Lab, it was a Whalen who poked that puck away there from one of the Lab players and able to bury it in. And that will likely be the dagger with $1:30 to go. 3-goal lead for Team XHP. And they're about 90 seconds away from repeating as JPL Pro Division champions.
Cool dumps that one in. Lab looking to get going here to get back into the offensive zone, maybe to pull Kenny a second time, but XHP get the puck back, just going to skate this one around. XHP with it, pull up at the hash marks, nearly deked Campinosi out of his skates. Still with the puck, they cycle it back. 1 minute left to go in the final game of the Jersey Pro League season. Pro Division Championship here. Sordillo moves it across. Broken up by Lab back into the zone. In the corner, Ivan Chinch with it, turns it around. Tries to play to Sordillo, he finds him. Sordillo, up ice, gets it to the neutral zone. Ruben with it, darts into the slot, fires a shot over the bar. That was a blast as we're down to the final 30 seconds as Ivan Chinch got railed there by Ruben. Lindenworth with it, back up to the point. Koff fires it across to Lindenworth. Just skating around in the corner now, back up to the point. Looking around, fires it across to Koff, down to the final 5 seconds, and that will do it as that one's played up ice. And XHP will repeat as champions, winning 4-1 over Lab Elite Hockey. Both #1 teams falling in the finals as XHP win their second straight JPL championship.
Those rankings are just numbers at the end of the day. They don't always translate to the product on the ice, and we saw it here today. XHP, the #2 ranked team this season in the JPL, back-to-back champions for the Pro Division. And that'll put a nice bow on the season for both leagues in the JPL.
XHP coming to collect their trophy after the handshake line, repeating as champions for the second straight year. And like we said, both #1 seeds go down in the finals. First it was Team Tyro Bar in the club division, and now it is Lab Elite Hockey in the Pro Division. What a game this was. I think, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure I am, based on everything I've looked at for preparing for this game, I'm pretty sure this is the lowest scoring game this season.
I think
Combined
you're right.
5 total goals.
I think this is definitely the lowest scoring game of the playoffs by a huge margin. You might be right on the lowest goal amount of the season, which just goes to show you had 2 incredible goaltenders on either side of the ice. Ryan Kenny, the ECHL goaltender from Reading, and CJ Hapward making 43 saves on 44 shots. Incredible. Nothing short of incredible from the Colby College student.
As we get set for the awards here, first the MVP award. As Router himself is going to come over and announce it. And it is going to go to CJ Hapward.
No surprise there. Going toe-to-toe in a goaltending duel with an ECHL netminder. He has been lights out this entire season, and he rightfully deserves the playoff MVP award here for his performances in net.
As Alex Router, the captain, lifts the cup. No words needed. Says, "Give me that," takes it over to the team. And the team will celebrate, raising the cup as they win the 2023 JPL Pro Division Final and round out all of our coverage here this afternoon. a fantastic 2023 JPL season. What a season it has been. Congratulations to our two division winners. Joker Ammerman winning the club division championship, and XHockey Products repeating as champs in the pro division. But that is going to wrap it up for all of our coverage here this afternoon and for this season. We really, really appreciate and can't thank you enough for tuning in to all the games throughout this year, both for us here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting and for the Jersey Pro League. My name is Corolla Pascal. He's Trey Wright, and have a good night, everybody.